not my problem. I said that you eventually will get offended by what we do here.
You definitely will get offended.
Yeah, because we there's little filter and a lot of I have no idea.
This is pure, unadulterated, unedited slop. It's going to be coming out of our mouths.
Speaking of slop, our podcast. This is essentially, I don't know. I mean, this is probably a podcast on how not to do a podcast because this is. I mean, we're pretty unorganized. I mean, look at this place. Look at us. Hi, how you doing?
3 floating heads.
Yeah, 3 floating heads. Essentially, we're just kind of talking bullcrap. What's your favorite podcast, P?
Tell you the truth, actually, I'm going to tell you my favorite podcast is Joe Rogan's podcast. It's
a good podcast.
His shit's like all over the place. Like some of the bullshit that they talk about on that podcast, he could take the podcast from one form to another, and it's very it's smooth. Unlike ours right now, ours is just all over the place, and it's kind of a little bit nasty.
But isn't that what gives it its boyish charm?
I guess it would be what gives it. Yeah, that's what it is.
It's like polishing a turd. I don't think it's really gonna make much. I mean, hopefully afterwards, we'll get some feedback from you guys and see if you guys like it or not. If not, we can definitely change something in the show. Like, we can get rid of somebody.
Are you pointing at me?
No.
He could be pointing at me. I don't know.
I can't tell who I was pointing at because look at I'm looking at the screen.
No,
that's him.
Go like this. Go
that's
like this.
I'm pointing at him. Yeah.
You go like this. That would be me.
But if I point that way, does it really show that I'm pointing at P? Because I mean, it's on anyway.
Maybe we should use audio cues and just say who you're pointing at.
I agree.
Joe Rogan podcast is a good one, actually. I listened to an episode the other day where he brought on what was the guy's name? Eugene or something? He was like a restaurateur.
I thought you were gonna say he was the Eugene the wrestler. You
no,
remember Eugene
no.
from wrestling?
Yeah, I remember that guy. Oh man, that was a short-lived gimmick. But
Joe Rogan.
Good on the guy on the company for having the balls to put out a wrestling gimmick where the guy basically plays like a developmentally delayed 40-year-old who gets beat up by
that's pretty
by
wrong.
other men. Yeah, that was a little. I don't know. I think they didn't really tread lightly on that one.
Yeah, but look how many this guy's done 789 podcasts.
What does he do one every other hour or something?
No, I think he does one every week.
This is a lot of work.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you, that's two. That's 2 a day.
I swear to. How the hell is this guy doing
two every other 2 days?
How the hell is he doing 2 a day? We're struggling to do 1 a week.
Yo, no, but that's the thing, right? Because he has the time, money. When he doesn't do he still does UFC.
I wish I had the money.
Announcing. So
he doesn't do Fear Factor anymore.
That's true.
Evidently, fear is not a factor for you. That's right.
But his podcast is, I think it's, I'm not gonna lie, it's actually really good. Right now I don't know. We're not even at that. I don't think we're even close to being at that level. I don't have a big desk like him to put us across.
It's a pretty big desk.
Yeah. One of the other podcasts that I like is Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, his stuff is it's funny because he also has that comedian on that comes on once in a while. What the hell's that guy's name? What the hell is that?
I have no idea because I don't watch his podcast. I'll be honest with you guys though. I'm not really into podcasts. I mean, to be perfectly, I don't even know what I'm doing here. I know this is new for all of us, but you guys I think are a little bit more entrenched in the whole podcast world because obviously you guys watch or listen to what's his name, Joe Rogan there, or Philip deGrasse, Mike Tyson there.
Star Talk. That's the thing, the radio show.
Oh, it's called Star Talk.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I mean, I'm not really into podcast. I mean, I'm going to be now, obviously, because of ours. I mean, I'm really into that. Like, I'm going to be listening every single week, to be honest with you.
I don't think you have a choice. We got to get viewers.
Oh yeah, that's true. So we're going to be downloading our podcasts. I think how many? 2 per hour each. I think so we can get up to 1,000 downloads.
Well, yeah, that
so
works.
We can make it look like we're awesome, but we're not.
What the like? I don't know. What other podcasts are good? Truthfully, a lot of podcasts out there suck dick. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Oh, yeah, every Tom, Dick, and Harry out there probably has a podcast. For example,
Tom,
Exhibit
Dick,
A,
and Harry.
us. Yeah, I did.
Well, you know,
Look at us. We just decided one day, hey, let's make a podcast where we can just, I don't know, share our opinions and our ideas with whoever we can.
Whoever wants to actually listen
Yeah,
to
whoever
it.
Yeah, I
actually
don't
wants to
know.
listen to us talk.
All
But, like-
3 people that are listening to this podcast, thank you very much for listening.
you guys are awesome. Thanks for it.
Which are us 3, essentially.
No, but if like truthfully, anyone can really do a podcast, because essentially all it is, guys, is a couple mics, maybe a headset or 2, which we had a little bit of issues earlier with, and a computer that can record every moment.
You know, this is
Just,
sounding a lot like a recipe, guys. And if you guys want, I can give you a recipe to the best podcast ever. Let me just see if I can find you guys continue.
You, the guy who'd never listened to a podcast before.
I'm looking it up. Google is God. I'm looking it up on Google. Hang on one second.
A big favorite of mine has always been the Bill Burr podcast. That guy is so funny.
Yeah,
And I think he does a lot of... Well, he does it well, and the guy's a comedian, but we're trying to emulate what he does in that he doesn't edit his podcasts. So when he reads his advertisements and he butchers them, which are hilarious, he keeps it in and he just kind of leaves it open for people to make fun of him. So that's... and anytime he does that Boston accent, it's hilarious, reading his ads. Talking about Dr. Cavi's Easy Shave Butter.
Yo, but that's the thing, right? Like, these guys have a following of, look at his views on his actual podcast, 25, 15, 17,000, 28,000, and like,
And we
That's
had
a
like 10.
well, no, we have like maybe.
You know, we'd be lucky to
3
have
at
10.
the most. Yo, I'd be happy with like more than like 6. That'd be.
Yeah, well, three of them will be us. I
Well,
think.
then
And then we have
Anybody
so that's-
outside of our
that's-
immediate circle of family or friends who somehow listens to this?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we have to be famous and all. Like, I mean, Bill Burr and Joe Rogan. I mean, they're very well known. I mean, nobody knows who the hell we are. Like, I mean, nobody cares what we have to say. We have to make them care. Okay, you guys better care what we have to say.
Or we'll find you.
Probably
No,
not, but
no,
we'll send a nasty letter or something. We'll figure something out. If you mark my words.
I'm gonna tell you a story about one of my friends came over the other day, and I was telling him the idea for this.
Step 1, narrow. Oh,
Yo,
sorry,
man,
you're talking?
shut up, man. Let me finish talking.
Oh,
telling
you're
the
talking.
damn
Sorry.
story.
Okay, sorry. No, I was looking up on Google how to make a podcast. No, go ahead.
Yo, well, he was telling me that basically, one of his like acquaintances started a podcast, but a lot of the shit that they were talking about was stuff that like no one really knew. Like, it was his circle of friends knew what they were talking about. You know what I
Do
mean?
you have an example?
Were they talking about
of what they
Dota?
talked
Well,
about?
they were stupid jokes. I don't know, fucking jokes that are about.
Like, what did the 5 fingers say to the face?
No, man. You know what I mean? Like, they would say jokes that are inside jokes that no one else could really fucking relate to.
A preacher, a rabbi, and a frog walk into a bar? Is that sort of stuff?
Yeah, those. Shut up, man. Like, those are it. Like things that only your friends are gonna hear. And you know what? That's not the type of podcast that we're trying to do here. It's more like more generalized, because podcasting is not supposed to be about you and your buddies. It's supposed to be about the shit that you guys like think about during the week.
This is like 3 super average Torontonian men just giving their perspectives about basically things that aggravate us.
Really? I mean,
Yeah, for the most
I find it to be more like 3 blind mice. You guys remember that? 3 blind mice. That's kind
That's
of...
a little out of my age range. You
It's
guys
kinda
are really
weird,
old.
'cause
Yeah,
you're
what does that have to do with anything?
I'm just
So
saying,
what-
we
hold
don't
on.
know what the fuck we're doing, so I'm just...
Just
3
throw it.
blind mice. There you go.
Actually,
What?
sorry.
Hold on. No, sorry. What did off topic? What does it say? What are the steps to to doing.
I
he
cleared
closed
that already.
that.
I closed
What the
that.
fuck? Why would you clear it? I was gonna come back to it.
I thought.
Let's
Hold on.
assume that whatever or however many steps there were, that we're probably not following any of them.
No,
Definitely not.
no, I'm not. I'm not gonna lie. This is
Hey,
very
it's-
unorganized.
Go to file, then export audio.
No, that's not what. Don't.
That's what it says.
He doesn't know. P, didn't you have a story about bullying to share with everybody?
No, well,
You'll need a microphone. What?
what?
What are you guys talking about?
No, what? I was gonna tell that. Whatever. What are the? We'll go to it after. But what are the
Alright.
steps?
Okay, so step 1, you gotta narrow your topic and find your niche. Well,
Oh, we
We're
haven't
done.
found that, yeah.
It's over.
I guess we better close up shop because I don't think we found our niche or narrow it down to a topic.
We're already 12 minutes in, and
This is
we
the most boring
are,
12 minutes we've probably ever
we're, like,
spoken
nowhere-
in our lives.
We're nowhere into our finding our niche yet.
Okay, so step 2, you gotta download, install, and set up Audacity.
Oh, that's already too far.
Yeah, I didn't even. I don't even.
What's
We're
know.
doing it our
Audacity?
own way.
Audacity? What?
Record and edit your podcast in Audacity. This guy knows what. What is this?
Look at that sweet logo.
I know.
You guys like that?
That was good work, Mr. T.
Yeah, no problem, guys. I just cut and paste some stuff, and it just kind of
I
happened.
mean, you made my face a little stretched out near the end there, but that's okay.
Really? You know what? I don't know what the hell happened with yours, but your side profile came out so fucked up for some reason. I have no idea why.
Maybe it's
His
because
was
the side of
fine.
My face is...
Mine was perfect, obviously, because I have a great side profile. I'm not gonna show you guys now. You guys can see it on the logo, but I mean, I have a great side profile. What?
No, I was gonna say, as you can see, I'm fixing shit as we're doing.
Yeah,
this
so he's
podcast.
fixing some stuff because
Yo,
this
there's always work to be done when it comes to podcasting.
Oh yeah, great.
Not really.
We're doing awesome work. We already failed step 1.
What you mean, like have a niche? Like, is that
Have
what
a
it is?
niche, a target audience. We don't have a. Who's gonna listen to this? 10-year-olds, 16-year-olds? Maybe 16-year-olds. I think they'll like it because there's a lot of potty mouth going on here.
Yeah, I'm actually. I just want everybody to. I just want everyone to enjoy.
Find some theme music. Oh my god.
Enjoy my.
Yeah.
I don't know how to play the piano.
I think it's time to abandon that list. I think
Do you guys,
they lost us at
AP, do you know how to play the guitar? Tickle the
No.
ivory.
No.
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 Okay, so no. Okay, so we don't have a niche. We don't have a essentially a demographic. We don't have music.
But
What do we have?
What we do have are 3 talking heads, and one of whom I think has a great story that we'd like to.
Yeah, tell us about that story you were talking, like the what was it, the bullying thing or some crap like that?
Yeah, you know what? I heard this topic at the beginning of, I think it was last week. They were talking about bullying in the schools, and
I hate schools. I mean bullying.
no, how we've gotten to a point where kids don't defend themselves anymore,
Stop
and
hitting yourself.
well, no, but you know what I mean? Like, no one's going out there and like telling kids, listen, you kind of have to stand up for yourself and show that you're not intimidated by people that are gonna like basically tell you to go fuck yourself. You know,
Yeah.
they're gonna be all over your shit, trying to get you into, hurting yourself, beating yourself, getting beat up and whatever, and I was just like, come on, man. Like, when I was a kid, and this was like over 50 years ago, I was like, yo.
It was a little longer than that.
Well, yeah, we'll say 60 years. when I was younger and I got bullied. I'm not gonna lie. I know that I'm this cool, beautiful looking man.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah.
rubbing,
Definitely.
Back of your head is gorgeous.
rubbing my nipples.
I think we're getting a little off topic.
Wait, what were we talking
Okay,
about?
continue with the bullying. You remember you were bullied?
Oh yeah, forgot. Yeah, so I got bullied when I was younger. There was actually 2 bullying stories. One, I'm not gonna lie, I got bullied by a girl.
Yes.
Doesn't everybody at some point?
I've been bullied by girls as well when I was younger.
Yeah,
Was she hot?
No.
Oh, that sucks.
When it happened, I was maybe in grade, I think it was in grade 3.
I didn't know about this.
Well, 'cause because basically what I did was when she started bullying me, I basically gave her the middle finger. And actually, that was the first time I've used the middle finger. I went
Really?
like, yeah, I went like this. Hey! And then like.
So what did she do?
walked
Did she beat the
She
crap
went-
out of you?
No, she went, huh? Oh.
Did she enjoy it? It sounded like she really
sounded like
enjoyed
a
that.
porno. She ended
I
up
don't get
she
it.
ended up running away and whatever. And
So you
like,
gave her the middle finger. So ladies and
Sounds
gentlemen,
terrible.
here's a public service announcement. If
For all
you're-
you
if
kids
all you
under
kids
the
are being
age-
bullied,
for all you kids under the age of 12 years old, if you really want to, get rid of your bully, you give them the middle finger, and just hope to God that they don't beat you after.
Yeah,
if
that-
they know what
that-
the middle finger is and they come after you, then you're in big trouble.
Yeah, you could be making a lot of kids' lives worse right now by
I-
giving them that advice.
Yeah, I don't,
Yeah,
think that's, I
well-
don't think that's very helpful.
Well, I'm telling you that
So that's your bullying story?
No. Well, yeah, that was one. There was another one as I got older. I was probably in junior high school, which was what, grade 7?
Yeah, 7, 8.
Yeah, 7, 8 junior high school, and I was in class. The guy that was bullying me was actually I don't want to really say his name, but we'll call him.
Ass face.
No, he was a nice guy after.
Nice.
He was a
ass
nice
See,
face.
guy.
but this
nice
is the
ass
thing.
face?
This is the thing.
He was a nice
I
guy.
said, like, kids don't stand up for themselves, and they don't get to that point where they can be like, yo, like, what up? Like, a lot of people don't do that, and that's what I'm saying is that I'm not gonna call him by his real name, and I'm not gonna say that he's he's a dick. He was a dick when he did it.
Let's call him
but-
Richard.
Let's call him Richard.
We'll call him Richard. Richard is
Short
such a-
form for dick.
Yeah,
no, that's
he's-
long way.
long word for dick. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like he basically he made fun of me. He was like all over. And then one day I just went up to him. I'm like, "Yo, like what's the problem? Like what's the issue? What did I do to
But
you?"
what was he doing to you to bully you? Was he
Making
it
fun.
verbal?
It was verbal abuse.
Okay.
Yeah, I was probably doing it to look cool
think-
in front of the girls.
Well, that's
That's
what
usually what happens.
What a
Essentially,
Richard.
yeah, fucking Richard.
Dick.
But I went up to him and I was like, "Yo, like what's your deal? Like why are you so like why you like calling me names? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that?" He's like I don't know, man.
I like you. Did he like you?
No, he didn't like me.
He
He
thought you were
wasn't.
cute.
It was. He didn't swing. He wasn't swinging that
maybe,
way.
Maybe he pulled your hair and pushed you down the playground because he really liked you deep down.
No, that's not what he did.
No, hey,
He-
each their
Well,
own if he did.
Well, you know what? I actually have a.
Well, let me.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna say like let me get to the point of this. If
Oh, there was a point. Okay.
there
go
is a
ahead.
point, there's always a point. If
Not to any of this.
and not to
Ah.
but what I'm trying to say is that when you deal with like bullies, kids don't have that that drive to maybe say, yo, like what's the deal. They see, yeah, that you get bullied, you get hurt, but you gotta ask the question like, yo, what's up? You gotta go up to those kids and say, yo, like what's your deal with me? What's your problem? Maybe they'll answer you, maybe they'll beat the shit out of you. Who the fuck knows? But regardless of the fact, at least you stood up and said, "Yo, do you mind?
Can you leave me alone?
Like, can you stop poking the bear? Like, don't poke the bear."
Quit poking the bear.
Nah, you know what? It's totally different today than it was back when our parents went to school. I hear stories from my dad all the time when you'd be back on the playground. If somebody had a problem with you, you punched him in the face, and that was it. The next
Yeah,
day,
but-
you guys were probably friends.
Yeah, but
Nowadays, no, you don't do that. You hit somebody, they call the cops, and you gotta
Even if you're a kid, like I mean, the
no,
parent. You
they-
know what happens? It's okay. I know we're kind of getting somewhat off topic, but I'd like to talk about the parents really quick. A lot of the kids, when they get bullied or whatever, and let's say the kid who gets bullied, he can't take it anymore, and he actually does something about it, like he slugs the kid in the face or whatever it is.
good.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with it. But the thing is, though, once that happens, the bullying kid, the parents are gonna come to the school and complain and whatever, and then they're gonna get their way. Like I mean, you can't really do that sort of like any physical contact. Oh my God, the parents are all over you. That's it. You're
They
done.
don't call the cops. They call The RCMPs will come in their horses and their hats the next day, and
They'll call the
on,
FBI.
It's on national news that night.
Well, that's the other thing I'm gonna get at. We live in a society where now shit's changed. I don't know if you get anyone's notices. You can't say "fuck all" to people without getting them offended, and that's
You're kind of offending me right now. I was
You know
about
what?
to tell you that bullying
Here, let
story,
me-
but
let me
that's
show
fine.
you something. You know, like, you see that? Is that offending you too?
It is actually.
Well, but this is what I'm saying. We live in a society where people get offended for the stupid. Like, I'm not saying things are stupid, but you kind of have to let things slide more. And I know we're off the topic of bullying, but at that point, if a kid punches another kid in the playground, yeah, okay, the kid might get suspended, but it shouldn't go past.
It should just be left on the playground.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's playground law.
This is a different day and age now.
Well, that's the thing, man. It's I don't know.
You know what
For me, it's scary because if I have kids, I'm gonna tell them, listen, if someone's gonna make fun of you, someone's gonna bully you. I'm gonna say you
Especially
learn to
your
stand
kids.
up. Yo, my kid's gonna kick ass.
Listen,
If they're
like-
as cool as me.
yeah. Well, you know what? I think
Like they're bullied like by girls, and they'll flip them off too.
that's right. And then the girls will run off. What I was gonna say was, P and myself. I mean, we were kind of around the same age, so I mean, we were kind of. We were growing up in a time where it was a little bit more, you know, leave it on the playground kind of thing, right? It only started. It only, you know, it kind of that was I think the last,
Is there a
I
song
would say,
for that?
decade where people would leave, like kids would leave things at the playground and that'll be it, right? They wouldn't have to call parents and parents wouldn't be involved and the parents wouldn't try and sue the school and all that. It was kind of on the cusp of changing into what it is now. I mean, right now, there's a lot of everybody's too. What's the word?
Vagina?
I guess people just really want like parents themselves. They want their kids to be, I guess, obviously okay, but like I mean, they kind of go over the edge. They don't just leave it. Let the kids handle it on the playground, kind of thing. And I think that's where it should stay.
Well, that's essentially what I'm saying. But there is a song, but it's called "Never Leave the Playground." Is it a song, or is it a? It's a 2-minute. Never leave the playground.
Is it porn?
There's an actual website called "Never Leave the Playground," and I said leave it on the playground.
That sounds fishy to me, man. I wouldn't go on that.
Never leave the playground. It sounds like the.
It sounds like a horror movie.
I'm
sounds like
I'm
the
just gonna point-
pedophile's national anthem or
I'm just
something
gonna
like that.
point out. I'm gonna point out that the guy that's talking looks like an old guy.
Well, of course he is. Stay
Uh,
on the playground, kids. Come and play with me. Like,
Never leave. Yeah, that's a little disturbing.
I would want to be with that man.
Back on topic of bullying, have any of you guys like ever been bullied? Like,
Well, yeah. You know what? In when was it? I think it was in senior kindergarten. I think grade 1, grade 2, something like that. Around then, there were these two guys. They used to bully me because I actually liked their cousin. It was a girl, by the way.
And the plot thickens.
So I liked the guy's cousin. She, you know, her and I would hang out at recess and all that. And the two guys were, I think they were in grade 6 or something like that, which scared the crap out of me because they were huge, right? They were monsters. So these guys would come up to me. These guys would come up to me every I guess recess or whatever, even lunch and stuff like that. And I can almost hear, like, anytime they come up to me and they say my name, I almost hear like a I don't know how to explain it. It was like music, but like bad music, like, you know, like rock, like what is it, like biker music, like kind of thing, like, you know what I mean?
that sounds like porno music.
Okay, not quite like that, but you know what I mean. Like it was like scary music essentially to me, right? So I would hear, like, these guys would come and say, "Hey T," and they just walk up to me and be like, "Oh shit." These guys would make me, like, I don't know, they make me run around and so like they chase me and they, like, you know, kind of try and like punch me and stuff like that and say, "If you ever go near my cousin, blah blah blah." Yeah, that sort of shit, right? So I got fed up. You know, once they finally graduated, I kind of let, I mean, it was tough for me because they were so much bigger than I was. They were like a few grades older than I was. And it really bothered me in the sense that I couldn't really do anything about it. If I stood up for myself, there were two guys. They would have had me for lunch. I would have been done. I wouldn't be here doing this crappy podcast right now. I'd be dead.
Nah, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Get out of
They
here.
would have kicked my ass like, oh, it would have been terrible.
Listen, you're a kid. They wouldn't beat the shit out of you to the point.
They were kids too. They would have beat the crap out of me.
Yeah, but not to the point you're gonna die.
You know what? Fuck them anyway. I hope you're listening,
They
you
would have
pricks.
hit you one time and then realize that their hand hurt a lot from punching you, and they probably would have cried.
Well, by then they'd be punching cement because they would have punched right through my head.
No.
You're
Get out of here.
being a little overly dramatic.
You know what? It was dramatic. It was traumatic, is what it was. And I still wake up nights screaming. I'll be honest.
No.
I wake up. My wife. I'm married, by the way. I wake up in the middle of the night. My wife has to hit me in the face to like kind of knock some sense into me. God damn it! It's bullshit.
I think I'm pretty lucky, actually. I never got bullied much as a kid.
Ooh.
Hey,
Fuck you.
Well,
Hey,
Us
but
weak
that-
guys.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
yeah, but that's what I was saying. That generationally, like.
Oh, we
for-
do have like an 8-9 year gap between us.
Yeah, but
Something
no,
like
I mean like in the sense of for you, parents tell their kids, don't do certain things so that way they don't fucking basically,
I
get in
was
trouble.
talking to the guy's cousin. That's it. It's not as if we were having sex. I was in grade 2.
Well,
Don't talk to my cousin anymore.
back then they probably thought holding hands was sex,
You
man.
know what?
Can you really blame them?
Fuck those two guys. I hope they're garbage men. Jerk
Hey,
offs.
don't you dare speak about the waste disposal management.
Actually, no. You know what? They're
job
pretty
sector.
good.
You know, they're upstanding citizens.
They are. I'll be perfectly honest with you. You know what? Never mind. I hope they're the guys. You know the guys who actually kind of scrape stuff off the side of the road. You know, like roadkill and stuff. I hope they do that for the city. Jackasses.
On the topic of garbage, let's talk.
You know what that was, everyone? That was a segue.
On the topic of garbage, well, you know what? Considering, I'm gonna change it a little bit here because right now, the top story in on the news right now is that Prince died.
Oh yeah, that's
Yep.
right.
Yeah, Prince passed away.
Purple rain.
I've actually never
Purple
heard
Rain.
Purple Rain.
It's a good song.
Uh,
It's long.
I'm not like I know Prince passed away, 57 years old. The dude was an icon, very
Have they-
religious.
Sorry,
No,
did
what
they
did you say?
talk about what? Do they have any idea what the cause was? I think I heard that
They,
they said they don't think that it was a suicide or that anything was like foul
No, I don't
play,
think it was
but-
suicide.
they were talking about drugs. They were talking about.
Oh.
But he's never, from what I've read, apparently he's never done drugs. He's never done any of that
Ah.
stuff.
No,
That's what he says.
Yeah, that's what he says. No, but seriously, he had to. I think it was last week. They ended up. Oh my God, landing his plane early, saying that.
Yeah, he had an
sick.
emergency landing because he wasn't feeling well. They had to take him to the hospital.
Yeah,
Oh.
and
Yeah.
then it ended up being, they said that was actually it was drug related. I know I'm
Oh.
doing air quotes.
Who the fuck is Fire is Wet?
Oh yeah, he's one of my buddies. He's not actually watching right now, but he's
Are
talking.
Are you three gonna have sex? And you responded, so much sex.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with it.
I did not sign up for this.
Yeah, neither did I. I'm gonna have to get paid a lot more.
No,
No anal,
no.
just oral.
Well, there's a lot of lube in the back, so we'll just
Yeah, it's gross.
we'll work.
Yeah, we
with
can
that.
play it by ear, I guess. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's just
Anyway, Prince, yeah.
What Prince? What about Prince? What were we talking about? Drug related.
He died.
Yeah, and right now what's happening is TMZ what
Oh God,
the
what did
story
TMZ
is.
do now?
Well, no, the
Jesus
story
Christ.
the TMZ ended up saying that they think that the first stopover was drug related, and he was having a bad.
What the fuck does TMZ know?
Well, they don't know shit, but
Oh, my God.
but that's what they were saying, and they're saying, oh,
That's the basis of their whole operation is that they don't know shit, but they pretend that they know shit.
Actually,
So they just post shit and print shit.
and you know what I'm
morons.
thinking about the shit of the shit? I'm thinking we should do like a TMZ style type of.
We try to stick to making a coherent podcast
Yeah, something
No,
that
but if
actually
you,
makes sense.
before
I mean,
we
right
try
now,
to come up with like a paparazzi conglomerate.
No. I'm not
Are we
talking
gonna be
about.
sitting around in like a circle too, just talking? Okay, P, go. Talk about Britney Spears' pubic hair. Ha,
No,
that sort
but
of
I'm
thing,
not.
no?
I'm not saying like that. I'm talking about like if we were to, if I were to like stand around with like a big giant like mug with a straw and I just sip on it and be like, all right, TA, what do you got for me today? Well, I just saw Britney Spears shave her head. Well, that's pretty old pop
That was
culture.
what, like 10
What's
years
new
ago?
pop culture?
New pop culture. Kanye West is still alive.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
Is
I
he?
think he'll be alive for a while.
Oh my.
You know
God.
what? You know what I read once? Not once. Sorry, it was actually recent. It was this morning actually. You guys know who Keith Richards is
Yeah.
from the Rolling Stones? There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Keith Richards, he. It seems like he's been through it all. Like I mean, his face is all weathered. I mean, he looks like the oldest man on the planet essentially, and he's still alive. He's done drugs. He's OD'd. He's drank himself to nearly to death. He does all this shit. He used to do this shit on a regular basis, and now with like.
Home.
Yeah, pretty much. And now like these it seems like these new type of celebrities, these new type of rock stars, they can't handle that shit. I mean, back then, freaking Keith Richards used to have an 8-ball of Coke and drink 2 gallons of scotch, and he's good to go. Now they
that was his bedtime snack.
I heard that. Yeah, I mean, like that's the thing. It's so weird how
You know what?
he's the devil. Either he's the devil or
No.
he's immortal. He's something.
No, on the topic, I remember they were saying, I don't remember
Keith
how many years
Richards.
ago. It was about 3 years ago. He did a live thing, a live interview, and he was talking about how he does not blood transfusions.
He drinks
gets
people's
his-
blood.
No, he ends. Shut up, man! I can hear you. He ends up.
How come I can't hear you?
No, I can. I like right beside. What did he tell you? I'm like right beside him. Listen, anyways, he
I'll
was
just be
saying.
friends.
Look, on the topic of Keith Richards, he was saying on this interview that
He drinks the blood of unborn children.
yes, no, essentially
What?
what he does is he ends
Sick
up getting his blood filtered out once every little while
So
because
So then he has kidney problems.
he has kidney problems.
But how old is he? Like 100?
No, well, how old is Keith Richards? Oh, let's go.
Dude,
let's
this guy, he's immortal.
There's only one man that's known to be immortal on this planet.
72
okay?
years old.
And it's
Chuck
not
Norris?
Keith Richards. It's
Chuck-
Keanu Reeves.
Really? I thought it was Chuck
Have you never
Norris.
seen photos on the internet that show up of like
Oh yeah,
historical images of people from like the 1400s that are the spitting image of Keanu Reeves? I'm telling
Now we're
you.
getting off topic.
Sorry.
No, well, we can still. Immortal Keanu Reeves.
Talk about a guy that's had a rough go, man.
Oh, Keanu Reeves.
How the fuck you spell Keanu?
Best friend died and
K. Keanu.
I don't know. K-E-N.
Just put.
Keanu.
Oh my
Keanu.
god. Weren't we just talking about Prince?
Google knows.
You know what? I fucked it all up. Yeah, he
There it
looks pretty
is.
much the
Look
same.
at that. 1530 to 2014 looks the same. I'm telling you, man.
That's
Keanu is
screwed up.
immortal. He's also, man, that guy has not had a fun go. I mean, was it Joaquin Phoenix's brother? River Phoenix was like his best friend, and he died, and stuff
That was,
about like
that was what,
girlfriends of his that have died.
long
He's had
time
a
ago.
rough life,
Yeah,
but he
sad.
keeps on. Yeah, that's the whole sad Keanu. Somebody asked him once something to that effect. I don't know about like whether or not he's actually sad. I think they might have asked him about the meme. And
Dude, I think he was just eating a sandwich.
no,
Yeah,
no, no.
that's
what it
but
looked like.
The answer that he gave was that he said, "People need to be happy to live. I don't." Man, what a sad guy. He's also
he's
like
hurt.
a really
He's hurting.
upstanding citizen. Oh,
What are you
Sad
doing?
Affleck.
his that Affleck's face
Sad.
Yeah.
Uh,
when he found out about the reviews for Batman vs Superman, which I saw yesterday, and it was not as bad as everybody's making it out to be. Everybody's blowing it out of proportion. It was a little cluttered. It was a little bit long. But Affleck does a fine job as Batman.
Okay, can we get back to Prince? I mean, were we just talking about Prince?
Yeah, but
you know what? I fucked it up. I had to bring Keith Richards into it. Then you guys went on a tangent, and now we're suddenly on sad Affleck. For fuck's sakes.
Yeah, but who
You know, I
cares?
quit.
It is a conversation, like, but since
Apparently-
hence what podcasts are.
conversation that can go anywhere.
Yeah, and yeah, there we go. That's what it is. Yeah, but like, off topic, celebrity wise.
It's okay. We're always off topic.
Celebrity wise, I think that Ben Affleck did a great job as Bruce Wayne and Batman. It's just that what's the director's name? Something.
Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder sucks
Awful.
a lot of. He sucks
Awful.
dick. He does not
Well,
know
he did
anything.
a good job in 300. That was a good movie.
Yeah, but
And that was it.
well, hold on a second. No, he did he did well with The Watchmen, but The Watchmen, the movie Watchmen, he followed it the comic book to a T. Now, when he did Batman vs Superman,
Absolutely inaccurate.
That was a little different.
well, it was extremely different. It went from fucking like one end to the other. Like he took 5 comic books, at least 5 comic books, and did this.
Just
Smashed-
to let everyone know, there might be some spoilers for this movie, but the 3 people that are probably going to listen to this podcast, you've
Us.
probably already seen it already.
Okay, but like he smashed 3. I'm not saying it. I'm not going to give a spoiler away, but they ended up smashing about 5 comics together and saying, yeah, we'll use this from this comic, this from this comic, this from. And I understand that it's a dawn of fucking justice.
It's essentially the
What?
movie before a Justice League movie.
Yeah, this movie was more of a Justice League prequel than it was like a Batman or a Superman.
You know what? I'll be honest. What's her name? Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
She was actually pretty good in the movie. She
Well-
did way. I'll be honest. She did way more than Batman. Batman
Well,
was
sus.
almost utterly useless by the end.
Batman basically showed up to beat the crap out of Superman and then stopped.
And then that was it. He kind of like hid behind like a dumpster while the Glamazon, what's her name, Wonder Woman and Superman were fighting this thing. I'm not gonna give away give away the ending. He dies.
No, he doesn't. You know what I'm actually really excited to see, and I was very surprised that I would think this is Aquaman, because they have Jason Momoa of Game of Thrones, who's playing Aquaman, who had like a I don't know 6-second cameo in Batman vs Superman, but man, I can't wait. I think he looks like Poseidon
Wait, who was that guy? Was that the Flash that came to
in this.
Bruce Wayne and the?
Oh yeah, spoiler alerts.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, that was a spoiler
we
alert.
already.
I know we saw it, but if
We
any
saw
of you
it, but if
jackasses
we ever-
see it, you guys get mad at us for fucking saying shit from that movie.
You've been warned.
You've been warned. Suck a dick.
Go watch it.
No, don't. Yeah, you can if you have time.
Go watch it or like download it on the internet for free. Like I mean, we
Actually-
don't care how you do it. Just watch it.
Or don't. We're not condoning the piracy of videos. We never do that. We watch
No,
all of our
that's-
movies.
I agree. I always
I-
watch my movies in IMAX. Like I pay the most. What's the highest price that you can pay at a movie per person? Was it like $30-$40? No,
That's if you want to watch a regular movie.
no, that's like $50. I think it's $50 because yeah, the VIP thing. It's about $50 per person. So that's
I never thought I'd say this, but
Fucking
I'm
expensive.
really excited to see Aquaman. And they had the whole like meta-human thing in there. And they had Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Flash. I don't know who the other guy was.
But is Aquaman like? Is
Which
it gonna
other
be
guy?
like all
There was
underwater?
another guy?
No, I don't know. Maybe he can come out of the. Actually, I don't know anything about Aquaman.
Well, what are you talking about? Who the other guy was?
Because at one point,
There's a
Bruce Wayne opens up
cyborg guy.
folder.
Oh, yeah, that's Cyborg.
Someone's name is. See, I don't know DC.
Yeah, neither do I. I'm more of a Marvel guy.
Oh, you guys suck dick.
The only
Yo.
DC guys I like are Superman and Batman, and even that's a bit of a stretch. I kind of like Batman more.
Yeah,
I was a
never
little
really
bit
liked
disappointed with the fact that Batman didn't do squat in the movie.
This is Cyborg.
Oh wait a minute! Oh wait, I know Cyborg.
If you guys watch Teen Titans,
Yeah, he's from
Cyborg was
Teen
from Teen
Titans.
Titans.
And the other guy who was supposed to be Robin.
I'm
was-
sorry, Teen Titans.
Yeah,
Oh
it was
my
like
God.
it
Here we go.
was like a kid version of Justice League almost.
Yeah, it's the Kid Justice League.
Yeah.
So it's crap,
yeah, but
essentially.
No,
actually, it
it's,
did pretty
it's
well
not bad.
when it aired. I don't know if it's still going.
No, it's not. I don't think so.
I watched it a long time ago. This had to have been like
Teen
eight
Titans.
years ago minimum. No, more. Like 10. Oh my god, I'm
Oh man, I can't believe you guys don't like. Actually, let me show you who the original
the original Cyborg.
You're showing everyone now that you cannot spell. That's awesome. Hey,
not-
everyone, he can't even read.
No, it's because I'm not looking. Shut up.
Hey, it's full disclosure. All right?
Yeah, you know what?
We
Suck
air
a
all
dick.
of our dirty laundry.
Yeah, fuck boys.
Wait, what was I? Original, not Batman. Justice League.
All right, come on, let's see this because I want to bring up another story. That's
Yeah, let's just finish this up so I can go take a nap.
Nah. Well, hold on. No, Aquaman, Cyborg, Flash, Green Lantern. That's who they're missing
Green
from.
Lantern's missing.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll get Ryan Reynolds to come back.
Nah.
Actually, they had there was a flashback photo of Wonder Woman from like 1918 that they showed, where Bruce Wayne discovers that she's like immortal.
Yeah, what's his
And
name was in it? I saw
Chris
that.
Pine.
Chris Pine was
So
in that.
maybe he'll be the next Green Lantern. Maybe that was a little bit of a hint.
Maybe, you never know. And apparently in the comics, Green Lantern is now a homosexual.
Oh yeah,
Is
I
what
did hear
I
that they
remember.
did that.
Yeah, I heard about that.
As
It's kind of weird.
As of 3 years ago.
It's been 3 years.
Yeah.
So
Since
ever
they
since
announced
the
that.
damn movie.
Yeah. since
Oh
the
my
movie.
god.
They announced him as.
I wonder if they saw
being-
Ryan Reynolds
being
as
gay.
Green Lantern and they decided.
And they were
to
like,
go
"Oh
that
my
route.
god, we got to make this guy gay."
Also, even though that was a horrible
Dysentery.
movie, man, Ryan Reynolds killed it as Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds was born to play Deadpool. He killed it.
Dude, have you seen his tweets? It's so freaking funny.
Hold on, are you gonna talk about the tweets where he tweets like to his baby daughter? I shared that on Facebook. I was just gonna bring that up actually. There's some. I was laughing out loud yesterday.
Yeah, I think I have
reading some of
one
these. They're
here.
so funny. Yeah, no, these are good.
Okay, so Ryan Reynolds tweeted out on April 16th, "My daughter just sneezed into my yawning mouth. Seemed really fucking pleased with herself. Joke's on her. She'll have to bury me someday." Some of the stuff that he
Oh
that
my
he
god,
wrote.
this one's even funnier. Nothing better than spending an entire morning staring into my baby daughter's eyes, whispering, "I can't do this."
Oh my god! I think I think the more recent one. Hold on.
My favorite one is it might be on. Oh, this is it. I'm teaching my daughter that the sun goes down each night because it's mad at her. Probably gonna write a book on parenting at some point.
No, there's another one I think that he wrote.
Yo.
Oh, go ahead. Let's get on to something else. I guess.
No, it's not that. It's funny. Just how the segues from. We went from. I'm not gonna lie. We just went from Prince dying to Keith Richards being immortal.
You know what?
Straight to sad Keanu. From sad Keanu, we went to sad Affleck,
Wow.
and from Affleck, we ended up going.
Look at how he's keeping track of everything we've got. You know,
going straight to.
Okay, you know what?
to Ryan Reynolds' tweets about wanting his daughter to be basically fucked for the rest of
I'll
her
be perfectly
life.
honest with you. I think I'm the one who fucked that up because as you guys were talking about Prince,
No, yeah,
and
but-
I brought the whole Keith Richards thing up because he's the devil, man. I don't know how the hell he's still alive.
No, but but I know we're back
just
on the Keith
freaks
The
me
Richards.
beauty of the podcast, my
The-
friend. We can talk about whatever we.
Anything goes.
Yeah, you know you don't have to like get deep into that microphone, that dildo microphone that we got going on.
Oh, I'll go deep on it, baby.
deep.
Can I bring up a story? It's unrelated. Or do you have anything else to say about Keith Richards? Or
No,
Did
that
you say
was-
it's
that was-
unrelated? In this podcast? Get out of here.
It has no. You can talk about whatever you want.
No,
It
I
doesn't-
mean-
like at this point, it's just we're just shooting.
I'm
fucking
no
shit here.
baseball fan. I'm definitely not a baseball fan. But what about Jays? I don't even know if he's a pitcher or whatever the hell he is. But Chris Colabello.
He's not a pitcher. He's their first baseman,
Sure. That's
Well,
what it's-
how
or
did
one
you-
of the.
wait,
He's a platoon
got,
first baseman.
Where did you
suspended
get-
for 80 games because they found what was it? Dihydrochloromethyl testosterone in his
You
urine.
just
Wait,
say
hold on a
steroids.
Basically, a metabolite of what they think would have been performance.
Okay,
enhancing drugs.
Professor.
And he gave a statement afterwards, and he said he was like on March such and such. I got like the worst phone call of my life that they found this in my urine. I can't believe that got there. I would never compromise the integrity of the sport. And I'm sitting here thinking, I mean, what other way could that have... Unless they mixed up urine samples and somebody else has been juicing.
Well, no, you know what the funny part about that, how you started that was you thought he was a pitcher.
You thought he was a pitcher. I'm
I
like,
don't
no,
watch
he's
baseball,
a
man.
platoon first baseman.
Yo, you guys know about baseball?
I don't watch.
I know about
don't follow
baseball.
baseball at
I
all.
was, I'm a, you know what? Ever since last year when the Toronto Blue Jays made it to the second round of the MLB playoffs, there, I've been a huge fan. I've been
like
sorely
everybody else in this
exactly.
city, basically.
I've been sorely disappointed so far this year because they've been fucking it up. But you know what? Baseball, you know what? It's kind of like watching paint dry unless you're in the playoffs. I mean,
Yeah.
playoff baseball, playoff anything is much better than just regular season crap. Hockey as
Look at
well.
oh man, that playoff hockey.
Playoff hockey this year it's been quite good.
It's been phenomenal hockey.
Quite
Yeah.
good.
Couple of suspensions there too, but none of them were 80 games like Chris over
Hey,
there.
and off topic, St. Louis, not St. Louis, sorry.
LA?
Get it out.
LA got knocked out.
Yeah,
Yeah?
they did. LA got knocked out by the
And-
San Jose Sharks.
But hold on, I'm gonna tell you because San Jose, and the Kings. I'm gonna tell you straight up what favorite teams to watch play hockey.
Really, San Jose?
Well, because they have. Listen, man, the West is the best.
For now.
I have a theory about the West. Do you think that a lot more players go to the Western Conference teams, like the LA's, the San Jose's, and all that? Is it because of the warm weather? Like, is that the only reason why? Because I mean, it seems like the players are a lot happier there. I mean,
No.
do they really want to come to
No.
play in like Montreal or Toronto where
No,
it
no.
snows half the year?
No, it doesn't have anything to do with that. It has to do with the
Money?
media. No, not well, money one. The other thing is the media here
Oh yeah.
in
Yeah, they
the
tear 'em
East
apart.
Coast. In the East Coast, there because I find that the East Coast is more hockey oriented.
There's a lot
Okay.
more media coverage.
Well,
for
let's be honest.
East
In the,
Conference.
it's more okay. Let's put all the cards on the table now. Let's be real with our listeners and our viewers, whatever
Our
the hell
listener.
we have. Or with
one-
our listener.
yeah, that one listener we got going on. Hey guy. Hey
The
Billy.
reason shut
Oh,
up. The reason the media here is the worst. The media in Toronto for anything is at the absolute worst. The media in Montreal, these type of cities, absolute worst. They will tear you a new one. They will make you seem like the worst person on the planet, kind of thing. That's why a lot of players, let's say NHL, nobody wants to come play for Toronto
That might be changing though, and that's
because
something...
of Babcock. Oh yeah, we have a good team.
Oh, I love Mike Babcock. That guy's
Oh yeah, we played a good game last night. And,
No, you know what? The best decision that the Toronto Maple Leafs ever made, and I don't think they've ever done this, is completely clean out their upper management. Hired Brendan Shanahan as the president, and he decided no one's going to have a job anymore. And then
I like Shanahan.
I do too, and I like the fact that he got hired, and he said from the outright, I don't know how to build a hockey front office.
At least he was honest.
I'm going to take my time, and I'm going to learn what I can, and I'm going to bring in people who know how to do it so that they can run this team. And he has. Look at... I was a little bit shoddy about them bringing in Lou Lamoriello. And Lou's been hilarious. He's like the mafia boss behind the Leafs.
I heard.
And-
Did you guys hear that? Was it? I think Joffrey Lupul. He was in what's his name in Lou Lamoriello's basement. He was chained to the radiator.
Wow.
That's what I heard. I heard that
Maybe.
earlier in the year.
I'm gonna tell you why you guys are still Toronto Maple Leaf fans, because you guys talk about them like they are in the playoffs.
Wait a
right
second.
now.
Hold on. No. Let's get off the Leafs. Like, I mean, I understand. We're Leafs fans, fine, but like
Not me.
nobody cares about you. Did we ask you who you like? Oh, I like the San Jose Sharks. What? What the hell do you know about hockey? San Jose Sharks?
San Jose's a good team.
You know what? You know what I found? The past, I mean, I don't know, let's say 10 years or whatever, that the San Jose Sharks with, Jumbo Joe there have been together. There's been so much hype about the San Jose Sharks over the past few years. This year, there was hardly anything. They were kind of like the sleeper in the getting into the playoffs, and I think that kind of helped them get over the hump.
You know why they're doing so well? And it's because, even though he hasn't played a playoff game for them, James Reimer.
Oh my god!
James
James
Reimer is the
Reimer,
man. Hey, he went from, first off, he had a huge rebound here in Toronto. His save percentage was sky high. He's playing great hockey. Like we all knew that he could if he didn't have all the pressure of the whole goalie controversy going on in Toronto.
Jonathan Bernier.
Yeah, and then they traded him to San Jose, which was awful. But he went to San Jose, and I think he played 8 or 10 games to close out the season, and his numbers were better than Martin Jones. Mind you, there's a bit of a sample size issue there, but he was playing great hockey.
Yeah, but he also played against shittier teams. That's why he had such good numbers.
Tomato, potato.
Tomato, potato, jackass.
No, it's fun. All I want, from the outset, I just didn't want Chicago or LA to make it to the finals.
Screw you, man.
Because
I want Chicago. I want Chicago to at least get out of this round. They won the other night, so that's good. We had
Chicago in 2010, and the Bruins won in 2011, and then it was LA, Chicago, LA, Chicago. I am so tired of seeing those teams in. Bruins are out. The Kings are out. I want 2 teams in the Stanley Cup Finals who have never won a Stanley Cup.
Okay, so who do you want in the Stanley Cup Finals?
I want the St. Louis Blues.
Ooh.
Yes.
Going up against the Washington Capitals.
That's the dark horse pick, I think.
That's never.
Washington,
I'm gonna say that's not gonna happen.
I still say Pittsburgh will beat Washington. I'll be perfectly honest with you.
I wouldn't mind that either because I mean, I'm not a Pittsburgh fan at all, but I like Phil Kessel, so I wouldn't mind him.
Love Phil Kessel.
If Phil Kessel wins the cup, that would be so Leafs.
He will win the Stanley Cup, and when he you know how when you win a Stanley Cup, you get to take it for like a week or something like that. He's gonna take it to his hometown. I don't even know where the hell he's from. Who's he from? Minnesota?
I think no. I think
Minnesota.
Wisconsin.
He's from Wisconsin. He's gonna
so.
take it to Wisconsin, fill it up with some molten cheese, and friggin' dive in.
Good on you, Phil.
Get in.
All that peanut butter and cookies that he's been eating.
No, Kessel's the stuff. Best, man. This was just the wrong mark.
You know what the funny thing is? He actually came into shape at training camp for the Pittsburgh Penguins. He was never in shape in Toronto. The only shape he knew was round. That's all he was here in Toronto.
I'm gonna start ending off this this great topic of NHL hockey. And I'm gonna end it off with this great video.
Is it porn?
No, of Gretzky going in for a kiss and getting denied.
Appreciated. The great ones in the house. Number 99, Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah, Wayne and Janet, 1999 Hall of Famer. 2,857 career points over.
Appreciated. The great ones in the house. Number 99, Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah, Wayne and Janet, 1999 Hall of Famer. 2,857 career points, over 250 in
the house.
Oh man.
And
what time are we running at over there, Pete?
we're running at almost 54 minutes.
54.
Really?
And I'm not gonna lie.
You know what? I'll be honest. I think
Most
we
of
kind
that was just like half drunk and babbling.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, but that whole rant of you guys talking about Wayne Gretzky getting denied did not record.
Oh,
It didn't?
No.
Why, it stopped?
Well, no, because I had to mute the mic. Okay, technical problem here.
What the fuck?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you guys straight up right now. I know we're finishing off the podcast here for this week.
You know what? Fuck this shit, man. I'm just getting the fuck out of here. This is bullshit.
But basically, what happened was when I tried to fix all the headsets to play one audio, the stupid thing wouldn't work. So I was fooling around with that for the last hour before the actual podcast. So you listening to them talk about.
Can you hear me? Technical difficulties.
Listening to them talk about Wayne Gretzky getting denied and me not recording it made me laugh on the inside. Just just a little.
That's great. So all that was just
I'm glad
ruined.
that,
So we were talking and that was it. Like nobody fucking heard a damn word.
Yo, I swear that I promise that next week all the bugs and kinks in this podcast will be out. Like, I like to thank. Well, we have no
the
sponsors.
Academy, first off.
We have
gotta
no
thank
sponsors.
the Academy.
The Academy. We have no sponsors yet. If McDonald's.
I don't know whether
is
we
listening-
are gonna get sponsors. I'll be perfectly
Hold
honest
on,
with you.
let me finish here.
What?
If McDonald's is listening, I love McDonald's coffee.
I love Big Macs.
If you wanna send me a check, make it
2
up.
all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on the side of seed bun. Whoa! I did it.
All right, and make it out to
Three Heads
Three
Cast.
Heads Cast. That would be great. Who else? Who else? Can we...
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Right now, like, let's get some sponsors in here. You know.
I like Google because they have a lot of money. Google, we love
Google-
your phones.
Yeah, we love YouTube.
We love Google.
YouTube. If you want to start paying us money too, that'd be great.
Dude, that's awesome.
Can we close it out with an interesting question that I'd like to hear you guys answer? I saw this
Sure.
on Reddit.
Yeah.
And
Do
the
it.
question was, what's something that no matter how hard you tried, you could never do? I'd be interested to hear if anybody's actually listening to this podcast and they want to comment.
Something that,
That would be
you've tried
cool.
so
But
hard.
what about you guys? Has there been anything that you really tried to do, and no matter how hard you tried, you just could not do it?
For me, I think it would be I tried my best not to I guess to yell at people. I mean, it's very difficult for me to not yell, like, cause you know what, I'm a very passionate guy. So, shut up. In order to say that I can, I mean, I try every day. You know what? I'll be honest with you. Every day is a struggle for me to keep my voice down, as I'm trying to do right now. Cause I like to yell. I like to scream. I like to scream at people, especially if they piss me off. Okay, so like I'm trying to sort of curb my anger. I do have anger management issues.
Wow, this isn't a therapy session. Let's get on with it.
Well, fuck you then, you mother. You know what? Fuck this shit.
How about you, P?
I'm perfect. in
I'm
every
fucking
way.
leaving.
No, I have no idea. This was a Reddit question.
Yeah.
Oh,
What a stupid
listen,
question.
to tell you the truth, this wasn't asked to us. This was just a random Reddit
No, it was
question.
just something I found on the internet.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting us know beforehand there, eh? Jackass.
I wanted to be spontaneous.
That's good. That I appreciate the spontaneousness.
That wasn't in the contract.
Spontaneity.
Stuff, the spontaneity.
Yeah, the spontaneity.
Okay. Anyways,
Spontaneity,
from something that I've done.
I don't know. I've been trying to
I don't
think of
know.
it now.
I'm so great at
Get outta here.
everything.
What?
I think not being so nice, you know.
You've tried not being so nice?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Let's put the cards out on the table here. You're not nice. I don't think it
Shut
matters.
the fuck up! Don't
Jack,
tell
look.
anybody. What about you, eh? What? Let's end it on you.
This is a tough one.
So why the hell did you ask it?
Well, I don't know. I wanted to hear your answer.
tough
I didn't,
one.
didn't say that I had
don't
the
know.
answer. Well, I recently had a hockey-related accident, so I've been out of exercise for a while. But one of my goals for a long time, for the last few years, has been to try to hit the. It's called the 1,000-pound club, the 1,000-pound challenge.
So you want to weigh 1,000 pounds?
Yeah, sure. If you want to put it that way, I could do that, no problem. No, it's where you take the maximum amount of weight you can lift for one rep, so your 1 rep max, for your bench press, your squat, and your deadlift combined, and you want that sum to equal 1,000 pounds or more. So I'm about 180 pounds, give or take, and it's been a goal of mine since 2012. It's been almost like 4 years that I set the goal out originally, and I have not been. I got somewhat close. I broke 900 pounds recently, but I had a bit of an incident where I had a bone breakage due to an accident in the last couple months. So I've been out of the game for a while, and I have completely shrunk.
He was actually it wasn't a hockey accident. He was actually riding a horse, saving children.
I heard he was
nonetheless.
masturbating with his left hand.
Both are true.
And he fell.
it just fell out of its socket.
He fell off the horse while holding these 3 children, and the second one said to him, "No way, no!" And then he broke his
Okay, and on
collarbone.
that snoozer, can we end this shit? Because I mean, this is just
Yeah, it's
awful.
time. It's basically time to go. I got shit to do here.
I'm hungry.
If you, I guess you're not really tuning in late on this thing. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is a pre-recorded podcast. Now I'm saying it out loud. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This had to be pre-recorded because it's all T's fault.
Yeah, I have a prior engagement to go to, so
And I know
we had to do it not so live.
I'm not gonna lie, but the reason why I have to tell you guys is because I made a mistake during the part of the cast that I posted the date. So next week we will be live 100%, and yeah, that's about it. Even though I'm not editing this shit. Fuck
We
that
did
bullshit.
warn you all that this was going to be like the most average lukewarm podcast you'd ever hear. So
It's true, we did.
But we're gonna try and make things a little bit better. And you know what? We want your feedback. If you can give us some feedback. I know we know that we have to have a bit more of a structure. Right now, this is kind of like a
rant?
dipping the toe in the water type thing to see
Rantcast?
how it is. Yeah, essentially. You know what?
Well, I don't mind doing it this way because then we just talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about.
Yes, but we also want to be successful and have sponsors.
No, well,
I
that
like
comes-
money.
that-
Hey,
let's have like an organized chaos.
who
kind of
else
thing.
here?
Let's-
Who else here likes money?
No. Yeah, get off the mic. Get off the mic.
On that note, I'm starving.
Let's end this. Again, thanks for tuning in.
If you tuned in.
If you tuned in,
are you doing?
I am going to be live on the chat when
It's not
I'm
live.
streaming it. I know that it's not live now, but I will be live on the main chat when it's streaming, and I will be taking questions, comments, whatever.
From all 3 of you.
From all 3 of the people that I know are going to be listening. So, like on that note, later, bitches.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Ah.
Ah.
Again, I'm
We
not
need
editing.
a theme song.
I'm not gonna edit this shit.
Ah.